Hi friends, my name is Alifia Mohite. In this YouTube channel, you're going to learn a lot of things about health, wellness, fitness, weight loss, lean muscle building, nutrition, and a lot more. I am a health and wellness coach since 2004, author of the best-selling book Unobese Yourself, a lean muscle building coach, physique and figure prep coach at international level, a weight loss expert. Welcome to my YouTube channel and please don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment. So, the topic of today is 7 most hilarious diet tips that people give or believe in order to lose weight. Number 1, skip rice and have more chapatis or rotis. Well, friends, on this context, I like to say that there is no difference between consuming wheat or consuming rice. If we consider the caloric values of both, you will conclude that there is no difference between both. I personally don't believe in keeping a very close watch on calories or keeping yourself very busy with calculating calories to lose weight. But even if we consider the caloric rule, we'll come across the fact that there is no difference between the calories in wheat and in rice. So let's just analyze this for your better understanding. If we take up one bowl of rice and if we take up one bowl of wheat, we'll come to know that the total caloric value of rice is just about 242 calories and the total caloric value of wheat is about 495 calories. So here rice becomes a winner. Now let's go further. Carbohydrates, rice would be 53 grams and wheat would be about 99 grams. Here again rice stands better option. When we talk about fats, 0.4 grams in rice and 2.3 grams in wheat. So here also we see no major difference why we should consider wheat instead of rice. Now let's go in for protein. Yes, rice has a little lesser protein compared to wheat. Rice has about 4.5 grams of protein in 1 cup of rice, and wheat would stand to about 16 grams of proteins in 1 cup. So this is the kind of nutritional value that I've presented in front of you, and here we understand that choosing either of it really doesn't make any difference. So in order to lose weight, I would suggest don't get busy with choosing which is better, eating rice or eating wheat, because the carbohydrate, the glycemic values are not really different in both. Rather, instead, you should just put your mind in controlling portions, eating mindfully where your portion size is concerned, and that should be good to lose weight. Okay, now we go to number 2. The second most hilarious tip that people give to lose weight is have small 5 to 6 meals throughout the day to keep your metabolism high. Now, this is completely false, friends. Having more meals, whether they are big or small, doesn't really make a difference when it comes to weight loss. In fact, it will do more harm than good. Why? Because when you're eating a lot of meals, or probably when you're eating in the break or in the intervals of 3 to 4 hours throughout the day, that is going to create a vast insulin spike every time you put something in your stomach. So it's obviously more logical to eat in long gaps, at least 6 to 7 hours gaps between each meal. It doesn't make a difference if you're having small caloric meals compared to large caloric meals in longer gaps. So if let's give an example that a person A is eating about 5 to 6 meals in 3 hours gaps throughout the day, and there is a person B who is eating only 3 meals in 6 to 7 hours or 8 hours gap throughout the day. Now, the person A who is going to eat so many meals again and again and again, thinking that he is increasing his metabolism, controlling his weight. No, it doesn't work that way. He is going to be spiking his insulin level again and again and again. Whereas when we come to person B, he is going to spike his insulin only 3 times. So if he's having his breakfast in the morning, then he's having his lunch in the noon and his dinner at night, and irrespective of his portion sizes, he's going to spike his insulin levels comparatively lower than the person A. So if a person A is given a good diet with a lot of interval eating, and if person B is given a good diet with only 3 meals with keeping about 6 to 8 hours gap in between each meal, then the person B is doing better for his weight loss, for his metabolism, for his internal hormone health. He's doing better, so he's going to achieve better results and a better health eventually. Coming to the diet tip 3, have skim milk, light butter, diet cokes, and everything low fat. So I'll repeat what the diet tip 3 is. Have skim milk, light butter, diet cokes, and everything low fat. Okay, friends, over here, let me clarify one thing. Fat doesn't make you fat. Okay, so fat is not the only component which is responsible to make you fat. What is responsible? Responsible is insulin, the glycogen, the glucose that you take inside your body, that is going to make you fat. So fat alone has no potential to make you fat. If you're eating the right and healthy fats, it doesn't matter whether it is a low fat or a high fat. Let's take an example of this also. If I have to tell you, okay, go and have 1 teaspoon of sugar and 1 teaspoon of olive oil, which is a good healthy dietary fat. So what's going to make you fat? Of course, it's the sugar. It's not the olive oil which will make you fat. If I'm going to tell the same thing, consider having one candy which is high in sugar and calories, or go and have an avocado which is very high in calories and fats. Even then, avocado is not going to make you fat what a candy would. So the calories of both wouldn't matter over here. So it's about the kind of fat you take inside, which is responsible for the metabolic disorders. Okay, so considering that you're eating all the healthy fats in the form of nuts, in the form of olive oil, coconut oil, which is cold pressed, so these things won't make you fat. Avocados, even though they are very high in calories, they're not going to make you fat. So if you consider taking a glass of milk which is with whole fat, and consider taking a glass of milk which is skimmed and low fat, the insulin response, insulin index to both are going to be very different. So the fatty milk which has the whole fat is going to spike your insulin much lesser than the skimmed milk. So which is better to lose weight? Definitely the fatty milk, because it is going to give you the healthy dietary fat which is responsible for a lot of cell and metabolic processes in the body, your intellectual, the nerves, the brain development. Everything is very, very dependent on the healthy dietary fat you consume. Now, if I give you another example of a fish or a chicken, poultry, which is low in fat, and a fish or a chicken or any kind of meat which is high in fat, the same kind of explanation goes for this. The higher fat poultry or fish or meat will give you the low insulin spike compared to the lean and low fat fish or poultry. So again, taking or eating a lot of low fat foods are not going to help. It's only going to deprive you of the healthy fat which is needed for the intracellular functioning and well-being of your body. So don't focus too much on reducing your fats. Yes, if you want to reduce fats, then you should reduce your refined fats in the form of seed oils, in the form of packet foods which has a lot of vegetable oils, which is industrialized in its nature. So avoid those things. Refined industrialized oils, seed oils, these are not good for your cholesterol. These are not good for your healthy lipid profile. But dietary healthy fats in its natural form should never be eliminated from your food. Now we go to point number 3, which I've come across. A lot of people say that uh, Number 4, sorry, avoid fruits as they are high in sugar or calories or carbs. Friends, fruits do not really make you gain weight, so never confuse on your caloric intake in the fruit when it comes to eating for weight loss. So fruits are no way the contributors to gain weight. You will still lose weight if you're keeping in check the other grains, the other unhealthy sources of carbohydrates or fats. So that is the main fix for this. Don't control or don't restrict your fruit intake or any such kind of natural food intake in order to lose weight. So fruits, even though they are high in calories, but they are not high in glucose, they are high in fructose, and fructose has no connection with the insulin index. So fruits can be eaten for weight loss, there is no doubt about it. Number 5, have more water as fat gets mobilized or washed away with water. Come on, fat is not a kind of thing which is floating around in the blood, or it's going to get washed away like that. So fat needs to be burned, fats need to be oxidized, only then can you lose fat. Water does not directly contribute in losing weight. If you're consuming in a way that your insulin is not getting spiked again and again and again, or it's not getting spiked at a very large level, then you create a favorable situation to lose weight. And eventually, at the same time, if you're exercising, if you're working out in a way that your stored fat is getting used up as a source of energy, that's the only favorable situation. These two are the only favorable situations where you can lose weight. So no diet pills or no nothing can help you lose weight like a magic formula. This is the only magic formula which will help you lose weight, help you lose fat, and make you healthy from inside. Now we come to the sixth point, sweat more to lose weight. Since we just spoke that water doesn't contribute to lose weight, water intake, water expelling out also will not contribute to lose weight. It's just water, and that's just the water fluid weight which will go up or down whether you drink more water or whether you sweat it out. So water and sweat and these things are no way connected to lose weight. Okay, if you sweat more and if you're not exercising in the right intensities, you're not doing the right kind of exercises, that sweating is in vain, so that won't help you lose weight. But if you're working out in the right intensity, in the right principle, and you're doing what is needed to keep you healthy, even if you're not sweating but you're expending your energy in the right way, then you're sorted, you're going to lose weight. Now we go to the last and the final seventh tip, the hilarious tip, which is a myth to lose weight, and that is eliminate salt. Eliminate salt completely is it's a fad that is going on everywhere in the market, and people are going for low salt this and low salt that. Salt doesn't contribute in either gaining weight or losing weight. Salt means sodium. It is an electrolyte which is very important for your body. So you cannot cut out salt completely from your diet, from your regular intake, because if you do so, you're going to create a very negative situation in your body, and that will be fluid balance will be distorted, and a lot of nerve issues, a lot of cramping, muscle cramps, nerve dysfunction. These are the consequences that you can face if you cut out your salt completely. So instead, if you really want to cut out something, cut out sugar, cut out the refined sources of carbohydrates. That creates a lot of bloating and insulin resistance. There is no connection between salt and weight loss. If you cut out salt right now, you might just experience a slight fluid loss, which will create eventually, if you continue the same thing for a long period, it will create negative impacts. But if you take up salt again after a couple of weeks or months, the fluid is again going to start storing in your body. So that doesn't make any difference between your fat intake, which is fat storage, which is in the body. So salt and fat are not connected. These were the 7 hilarious diet tips, which are actually the myths that you shouldn't be considering, you shouldn't be giving a thought about. Instead, just focus on the right eating. Eat almost everything in its best natural form. That's going to make you lose weight. Exercise to whatever limit you can. Exercise whatever you like. It's not necessary that you have to do a particular kind of exercise, but it's necessary that you stay consistent in whatever you do. Bye. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment, and please stay tuned for more such diet tips.